Good morning everyone, my name is Rorianti and you can call me Lala. I'm from group 6. Now, I want to explain about what to test. Enjoy this video! Vocabulary is a set of words known by someone, another entity or part of certain language. The most vocabulary you have it is a picture or intelligence or education level because the addition of vocabulary is important part. A learner will learn vocabulary is well equipped to develop skill in reading, writing, listening, and speaking. In the language production, it is frustrating when one needs to find the right word to fit the intended meaning when the store of words is limited. Vocabulary assessment will help the teacher to get information about vocabulary in class, whether the teaching has been effective or not. It is important to determine the reason of assessing vocabulary to make the assessment precise. The following are the types of vocabulary assessment is multiple choice question format, matching format, sentence completion or gap fill item translation. There is explanation about what to test, and then the next video will explain with my friend. Thank you for watching.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. For the first, let me introduce myself. My name is Yayu Muniarti. You can call me Yayu. In here, I want to tell you about item type of vocabulary. There are two item type of vocabulary assessment. For the first, discrete vocabulary. Discrete vocabulary a measure of knowledge or uses an independent contract. Common format for assessing vocabulary recognition are multiple choice, sentence completion or fill in the blank, matching format and matching question, and translation. And now I want to tell you about the multiple choice first. The multiple choice consists of a stem which present a problem situation and several alternatives, which provide possible situation to the problem, and the stem may be question or an incomplete statement. The alternative include the correct answer and possible wrong answer. The wrong answer called distractors. The function of the distractor is to distract the students who are uncertain of the answer. For example, the multiple choice, you can see this picture, and this, for example, you should know meaning the underlined word, and then this, for example, of a format that combine matching and multiple choice. And now I want to tell you about the matching format. Matching question usually present the student with two columns of information. The student task is to find the matches between the two columns. Items in the left-hand column are called premises, and the item in the right-hand column are called options. For example, like Michael Jackson, Queen Elizabeth, there are premises. A Microsoft, pop singer, promer, there are options. Now, fill in the blank. Fill in the blank, write the missing word or phrases in the sentence provided. There are two types of fill in the blank, in sentence and in paragraph. For example, you can see this picture. This is, for example, fill in the blank in sentence. In the next picture, this is example, fill in the blank in paragraph. In paragraph, you may also test vocabulary items by putting the first letter of the word you are looking for in the blank. And next, translation. Translation is another way to assist student productive knowledge of vocabulary items. For example, now I want to tell you about the second of item type of vocabulary assessment. Embedded vocabulary assessment, a measure of vocabulary which forms part of the assessment of some other larger construct. Embedded vocabulary assessment look at the student use or quality of vocabulary as it pertains to a text that the student has written, read, listened, and spoken. Number 1. Assessing vocabulary in reading comprehension. This can be done in number of ways. For example, you can see this picture. Here are some common question types. And number 2, assessing vocabulary in writing. The International English Language Testing System, or IELTS, assesses what it refers to as lexical research. Writers also take vocabulary use into consideration when marking tests of written English essays. And then there are 5 scale of assessment vocabulary. You can see this picture. Number 3, assessing vocabulary in speaking. The correct and appropriate selection of words in speech and their impact on the meaning. So you guys, so be careful in the word selection. Maybe until here my explanation about item type vocabulary assessment. My friend will be explain about the next my friend will be explain about cognitive level in testing vocabulary. Thank you for watching and thank you for attention.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Retno Susilowati and I'm from Group 6. And today my topic is about vocabulary tests relating to cognitive levels. There is include number 1, remember. Remember is a student's ability to produce accurate information from memory. Remember consists of 2 elements, recognizing and recalling. Recognizing is to introduce students to a concept or idea that he has never met or learned before. And recalling is to help students recall concepts or ideas that have ever been discovered or learned. Number 2, understand. Understanding is a student's ability to interpret or apply information from various teaching materials or experience. The ability to understand consists of 7 elements. Number 1, interpreting. Number 2, exemplifying. Number 3, classifying. Number 4, summarizing. Number 5, inferring. Number 6, comparing. And the last, explaining. They are the ability to formulate and explain causal relationship. Apply. Apply is a student's ability to implement a procedure. Apply is defined into executing and implementing. Executing that students are faced with familiar issues or what are done to supplement the problem, while the implementing is implementing the information provided. The next, analyze. Analyze is one's ability to solve a concept into several parts and explain how those parts relate to each other. Analyze is divided into three elements: differentiating, organizing, and attributing. Differentiating being the ability to distinguish parts of the entire structure in the corresponding forms. Organizing, that is the ability to identify the elements together into interrelated structure. Attributing, that is students' ability to mention point of view, values, or intentions of any problem being raised. Attributing requires more basic knowledge in order to account for the underlying problem. Evaluate. Evaluates is one's ability to make standardized judgments and criteria through checking and critiquing. The last point is create. Create is a person's ability to put the piece of the fragment together to create something new or identify the various components of a new structure.